Well, alright, ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing tonight? It's Wednesday, September the 30th, 2020. Welcome to yet another metallic episode of Music of Destruction, bringing you guys the best in metal-related content right here on the #1 platform for video creators, YouTube. But with the restrictions and all the censorship, I really hope that changes, because once it does, I'm going to be moving to a different platform, because I don't always agree with what YouTube does, and I don't really like the people behind YouTube. But nonetheless, welcome to another track review right here on the channel. If you guys missed anything in the past week, click the eye in the upper right corner of the screen right now. Get caught up on all my latest videos. I would really appreciate it. I do want to provide you guys value every time you click on one of my videos, so if there's anything you want to see me cover or review, drop it in the comments section. I will gladly take a look and consider it. Tonight's review is of the band Lord of War, and as I said last week, I was going to be covering their brand new single, Legendary Heroes. This band reached out to me a couple weeks ago and said, hey, would you like to cover our music? I said, fuck yeah, man, because power metal, not really my thing, but when a band like Lord of War comes along and they have so many refreshing ideas, I really do get interested in power metal. So this was a great recommendation, and I really do appreciate it. So, Lord of War is a band from Argentina with over 10 years of playing in the national heavy metal scene, being one of the most representative bands from northern Argentina. Lord of War is characterized for its heavy power and melodic sound, focusing on fantasy, epic battles, and human nature themes. Now, the band is heavily influenced by groups like Rhapsody, Hammerfall, Manowar, Helloween, Dio, Iron Maiden, and Avantasia, just to name a few. Now, Lord of War counts with an extensive trajectory in national and international events. As I've said before, they've taken part in very important stages with the greatest national heavy metal acts, such as Alma, Futere, Terran Loco, Lethal Mario Ian, Hermetica, Acido Argentino, and many others. Now, the band has released an EP called Spartan Warriors, which you can check out up there in the corner of the screen. I did a review on that. It's an awesome EP. They launched this in 2017 in digital format, and a DVD that they recorded at the Uniclub in Buenos Aires in 2018. Now, they're currently recording their first full-length album called The Legend Begins, and promoting their first single, Legendary Heroes, which you can hear in the background right now, but we're going to get into the actually hearing the track as well, which was launched in 2020. Now, Lord of War's current lineup is as follows. We have Jose Roland on the drums, Sergio Rodriguez lead vocals, Ariel Galera on lead guitars, Nestor Ruiz rhythm guitar and cover vocals, Alejandro Gomez bass and cover vocals, and Diego Contreras on keyboards. So without further ado, let's listen to Lord of War's brand new single, Legendary Heroes, right here on Music of Destruction. And guys, we are back, and I really hope you enjoyed that. So, this track starts off with some really awesome double kick drumming and great epic power metal riffs that get you immediately pumped up like you just stepped onto a battlefield. And the tempo of the song is quite fast as it elevates into some really upbeat vibration and emotions before it breaks into the main rhythm section of the track that instantly give me the feeling of strong power, triumph, and victory. And I mean, this is an amazing track. The heroic tones in the guitar riffs, drums, keyboards, and bass, and the vocals really combine well, which has some really incredible range and power, and the way it all mixes together and harmonizes is absolutely incredible, to say the least. This song really makes one feel the medieval theme and strength in battle that these riffs and drum work, vocals and keyboards and bass work very hard to convey simultaneously. And vocally, he reminds me of Bruce Dickinson, like I said in the other video, yet he sounds very unique here as well. There's also some great solo work on this track as well that is absolutely mind-blowing, and it reminds me of those 80s great guitar solos from bands like Hammerfall, Dio, Iced Earth, and Iron Maiden, and that's really what we get here, kind of a mishmash of those bands, yet they have their own unique identity that separate them from modern power metal bands. But one thing I really love about them is they aren't afraid to show their influences and their roots. And this is some really awesome power metal, and I'm very happy that the band reached out for me to cover their music. And one thing I'm also going to talk about here is the production, and it is a lot better this time around than it was on Spartan Warriors, but it's not that cookie cutter clean production that so many modern bands of today use. But as I said, the influences here are very apparent, and it works well to give the track and band its own identity, and they know how to bring forth these concepts and ideas without the danger of being lumped into other bands who play this style of metal in this day and age. And now we come to the final verdict for Lord of War Legendary Heroes, guys, and I'm going to score this a very solid 10 out of 10. I cannot wait to hear their brand new album. This band can do no wrong, in my opinion. And make sure you follow their social media and purchase the EP Spartan Warriors. Links can be found down below on where you can support the band. Please go out and do that. These guys are a small band from Argentina. They need all the support they can get. And hey, if you're new, make sure you subscribe. Turn on the bell so you don't miss anything. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Music of Destruction. Join the Facebook group for all things metal, facebook.com/groups/Music of Destruction. Now, The Seed, episode 26, The History of Death Metal Part 2, up on Patreon right now. If you'd like to support the channel, help me get better lighting, better equipment, better cameras. I'm investing into a full, way better studio than this, so that's what all your money's going to go to. As I upgrade my equipment, I'm going to give you guys behind-the-scenes stuff on Patreon about how the new studio is coming along. So yeah, that's what your support goes to. For just $5 a month, you can get access to the podcast. The History of Death Metal Part 3 is going to be up in, let me just check my calendar here, by Wednesday the 7th. I'm going to have part 3 up, so make sure you check that out. For just $1 a month, if you want to help out, I'll shout out your channel. If you have a YouTube channel, social media, whatever it is, I'll also review an album of your choosing. If you'd like to support that way, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys, for your support. Colton James and myself doing our first movie review as soon as we get the rest of the equipment that he wants. We're trying to put it together as best we can with great production. So here's a clip of what we're going to be covering on Reviews on the Run. And we are back. I want to give some shoutouts to my friends in the metal YouTube community. Metal Ben's Chronicles, King of Swords, my good friend Acid Metal, and Backwards Metal. Have yourselves a great night. We will see you for Top 20 Thursdays, or sorry, Album Ranking Wednesdays in the next video. Thank you very much. Take care. Have a great night.